Let's have breakfast together. So, on my ketogenic lifestyle, I naturally started fasting. I actually had no idea what I was doing. I just one day, which had never happened to me before, I forgot to have breakfast. Literally, your girl has never missed a meal, forgot a meal. Me and meals, we've been like this my whole life, okay? But I one day just like forgot to have breakfast and I realized I felt really great. And I also realized that it allowed me to take my macros, which is like how much food I had planned to eat. And I was able to have more at my other meals because I didn't have breakfast. So I was like, okay, now I get to have a bigger lunch and maybe even a bigger dinner. And then I started pushing off eating lunch even more. I had no idea that it was fasting. But that's how I actually got into fasting. And I always recommend that people do it naturally. Like if you start keto, wait until you feel less hungry. And if you don't feel hungry, don't eat. And try to get as many hours as you can together. So I would recommend, like, instead of not having lunch, I would recommend not having breakfast because you get that bigger window from your last meal at dinner until you have lunch, instead of going from, you have dinner, then you have breakfast, and then you don't feel hungry for lunch, and then you have dinner. You only get a small little window in between there. So the longer window that you have, the better for your body to use the actual food that you've already consumed, and then even tap into some of the old food that you already have. So I started kind of at the end of last week and then over the weekend, but going into this week where I'm going back to what I typically do, which is called omad, or one meal a day. And so when people hear that, they generally freak out because they're like, oh my God, you can't just eat once. Hell yeah, you can. Because when you think about it, and this is how I did it when I first started, if let's just say you're on one of those, even those diets where it's a 1200 calorie diet, you could eat all 1200 calories at one time. You could eat all 1200, you could eat all 1200 for breakfast, for lunch, or for dinner. That's basically what I do when I do one meal a day, so that I give myself a longer window of fasting, a period of time where I give my body a break to rest from digesting new food that I'm putting in. And then if my body does need something, if it needs energy, if it needs nutrients, it will use my stored body fat, which is where weight loss comes in. We got baby boy with us today. He's about ready to eat, but he's mad at me because I wiped his butt and I got up in there. But so for breakfast, I make ice water basically. And don't judge me, but I like to use alkaline water. I get it cheap from Sam's Club, Costco, or Aldi. You don't have to spend like the extra money on like, what are some of those brands, like Smart Water or any of that stuff. I just like the way the alkaline taste. I don't think that it has any special thing. I don't think that the whatever is in it, I don't think it matters, to be honest. I've done a taste test, and alkaline to me tastes the best. So that's why I drink it. My favorite alkaline water is alkaline water from Trader Joe's. But we don't have a lot of Trader Joe's around here, and I don't know why. Trader Joe's needs to get their ass on Instacart. Get on Instacart. Add a couple cents to each product. I'll pay the extra. But sometimes they have really good stuff, and I want it, and I don't feel like going all the way over there. Get on Instacart. So for breakfast, we're having water. It's good. Now, I don't drink coffee. Never have. My dad told me when I was a young girl that it would make you short. So I never got into it. I'm still barely 5'2", so what the hell, Dad? I didn't drink coffee, but it's a good thing now because I don't have like, what the hell? How did that just happen? Do you guys see this? I'm sitting here literally, and it just put a filter on my video, but I look good. I like this. Wow. Oh my gosh. How do I get it to go away? That was so weird. You guys just saw my hands. I don't know how to edit my video like that, but it just put that filter on my face. Now it make me feel freaking ugly. I don't like this day. Anyways, if you drink coffee, you could drink your coffee black or with heavy cream. Just don't add any sugar or sweeteners or anything like that. But typically, this is what I do when I'm doing omad, which is also a version of intermittent fasting, is I just drink water because I don't drink coffee or tea or anything like that. And if you drink something, if you drink like a sparkling water or something like that, even Ultima Replenisher, which I drink all the time, that has stevia in it, anything like that, even the heavy cream in the black coffee is going to make you feel hungry. It's just going to increase cravings that you have. It's going to make you want to eat. So that's why I like to stick with just typically water. So I don't know what I'll be doing at lunchtime. Maybe I'll check in with you guys and show you my water bottle, but it's not that exciting. So God, this day, throw it in the garbage.